All right, all sectors in the red, but none more so than the technology sector, folks. Technology down 1.5%, right? And here's the thing, within that sector, only 8 of 68 components are red. So for the most part, they're getting hit pretty good. One name that really is standing out, Palantir. Ironically, though, Palantir has been up for most of this session, but let's face it, it hit a serious rough patch, starting to find some sort of terra firma right now. I'm going to bring in Defiance ETFs, their CEO and CIO, Sylvia, Jablonski. And Sylvia, you know, it looks like maybe sellers are finally exhausted. You had the big spike of selling, volume is down, the stock is sort of resting here right above the 50-day. This is one of the names you like in that whole modern warfare area, right?
Yes, I think that this is the future of AI. So we have to think about, a lot of investors have benefited from the AI trades, from the NVIDIA and Palantir trades. And as you said, they kind of, you know, fell off, whether it was profit taking or whether it was this view that there could be this overvaluation. And here you have this great stock that's a leader in AI, particularly around aerospace and defense, and arguably on sale, just given that it's, you know, quite off of its highs here. So
it's a little bit, yeah, I mean, it made a pretty good move, right?
It's a pretty good move.
Yeah,
yes.
And so you would be a buyer here.
Yeah, it's certainly a stock that I have my eyes on.
Okay, let's talk about other modern warfare and defense picks. You got Joby, AeroVironmental, and Kratos. So let's talk about KTOS.
Yes.
Full disclosure, I do have subscribers in the stock right now. It's one that I'm holding. We're up like 50%. I think we could get a double out of this at least, because like you, I love it. I want to know why you love it.
Yeah, so I actually love all of these stocks, and I think this is going to be a new sector that investors are going to start eyeing, because the world has changed, right? And again, just expanding out the AI trade, you know, drones and government spending on aerospace and defense are going to be a big focus. And you have these companies that are getting, you know, funding from the U.S. government, whether it's the Pentagon, whether it's DOD, and, you know, they are really the leaders in drones here. And so I think that as conflicts increase, you're going to start seeing these companies build up in revenue and use cases.
So you mentioned AI a couple of times. Let's go back to the main central story here. The data center spending is just crazy. It could be as much as $7.9 trillion, you know, over the next few years. $7.9 trillion. So that means a lot of money to be made. Utilities have been the place to be, but now, I don't think a lot of folks understand. Folks, within the utility sector, there are different industries. It's been the independent power names that have done well. 19% for the year, 32% for 3 months, rather than 32% year to date. So, because a lot of folks come on and sometimes they just kind of hurl out utility names. Right. You have to be kind of specific here.
Yeah, and so in my mind, utilities are, again, we're going to stick with this theme of the future: supercomputing, quantum computing, hyperscalers, you know, Bitcoin mining. All of these things have to be powered somehow. So you have these names like Oklo, which is a leader in nuclear. You have some of the stalwarts that have been around here with Vistra, GE Vernova, and Vertiv. And I think that they do, you know, they kind of do different things, but what they're doing is providing the engine and the horsepower for the AI trade, machine learning data centers to actually continue to be able to function.
This prior table I had was just the spending through 2030.
Yes.
So the question is, would you hold these stocks through that period? I mean, is there a chance they could get ahead of themselves at some point?
I think it's like anything else, right? You had that ChatGPT moment and the stocks pop, but this is a decade-long thing, right? Some of these AI innovations, quantum computing, hyperscaling, this is going to take 5 to 10 years to really build out. So this is the infancy of the trade.
All right, you mentioned quantum a minute ago.
Yes.
Everyone's jumping in on quantum, right? I mean, Rigetti's one of the big decliners today, but you know, they've all made huge moves. I think it was last week, Advanced Micro teaming up with IBM. So you've got the big names that are in there, right?
Yes.
You know, we've heard Jensen talk about quantum in a more positive light than he did a year ago. So, I mean, are you concerned that some of these smaller names that have been amazing, will they be able to survive with these large companies elbowing their way in?
Well, the great thing about that is that, you know, you can have a combination of both. And then if you have the smaller names and the larger names, you potentially participate if there's M&A activity, buyouts and things like this, and you participate in the fact that some of the smaller names could really take off and become market leaders. You know, we do it that way in our ETF on purpose, right? So you got the Rigettis, the IonQs, and some of those quantum computing company names that are in their infancy and starting to become cash flow positive, with the IBMs who just have the balance sheet to invest in this.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some serious M&A activity.
I think so, too.
Yeah, good stuff. Really appreciate you. Needed you today. Some of these things are getting hit a little bit.